Will you quit moving?
Oh, I got a swivel chair. I can move it all around.
Well, you go over there and move it then.
What'd you get up for?
What is up, guys? Today is June 18th and our anniversary is the 30th. So I thought it would be fun to do kind of like a Q&A, make it fun. This is our 8-year anniversary married, 9 years together. So I think we're almost ready to record this and get going. So enjoy. Okay. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Q&A. Some questions we came up with, some questions other people sent me.
I didn't get no questions.
You didn't ask. What was your opinion of my best friends? When you first met them?
I don't know.
Oh, he didn't like you guys. See? He didn't have an opinion. He didn't like you.
Well, you don't judge people until you know.
Yeah. Okay, your turn.
What is our perfect weekend? So if we were going to have a weekend, what would be?
Like not a past weekend, like a
like
future weekend?
Or just in general, what a really good weekend would be.
Alright, so number 1, kid-free. But number 2, I guess, probably outside of the city, so maybe the mountains and beer.
Oh, beer me da?
Beer made it. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Or
Well, definitely the no kids thing.
yeah, definitely no kids. I mean, we could stay home and have no kids, and it would be the perfect weekend.
We're pretty flexible. We know how to. We know how to make ourselves have a good time.
Oh, that's so true. Okay, number 2. What was your first impression of me?
Icky. Because you smoked. And I didn't like no smoking.
Icky!
Smoke.
Okay, I'm just gonna brush that one off.
Yeah. What was our first vacation? Even though we haven't had very many of them.
Storm Lake.
The water park hotel thing.
Well, we didn't go to the water park. We weren't cool enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Storm Lake. We walked around. We went fishing.
You went fishing.
We had some issues with the poles, but yeah. Okay, number 3. What is your favorite quality that I have?
Quality?
Yeah, like your favorite thing that I do or I have.
Your attitude.
My attitude is your favorite. You like it?
Because it's all over the place.
It's unpredictable.
Yeah, it's surprise every day.
Yeah, that's true. I would agree with that.
If you were going to talk about features, I was going to, blast out your eyebrows.
I didn't say features.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Best features.
I take my eyebrows very seriously.
See? Alright, so when do we have the most fun?
Well, I would like to think that we have fun all the time, but the most fun is probably when we have a friend or two around and there's drinking involved.
I would say when we're entertaining.
Yeah, when we have people over.
And then we have a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the fun thing about when we entertain is we don't have to be stuck at each other's hips.
Yeah, we're not
we have a party. You'll be over here entertaining this area, and then I'll entertain this area, and we kind of just rotate.
And then we kind of meet in the middle, and then keep going, I guess. I don't know. Number 4, what is my favorite movie?
Blow.
That's true.
We just watched it.
Yeah, we just watched it. His mom was here last week, and we made her watch it. Blow with Johnny Depp. Favorite movie.
Alright, this one's gonna be good. What is the scariest moment we've had together?
Scariest?
Scariest. Put your anxiety up there.
Oh, there's a lot.
What's the number 1?
don't know, going to the beach is pretty scary.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Low. That's low.
Other than that, I think probably the other scariest moment was when we were in Korea and we were on a subway and Landon almost ran out the door when the doors were closing. That was pretty scary.
Well, I was gonna say, well, the one you reminded me of with the beach is when we were in the water and then Landon hid behind a chair or something.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't see Landon. Or the other time it was
That one,
when...
actually, that one might be number one. That one's pretty
Or
bad.
when Leon escaped the house and went to the neighbor's house.
Oh, so there's like four. There's like four.
Huh?
Leon did escape the house and ran away at like age 4.
Yeah, I was
Good, 4.
thinking... Yeah.
Okay, number 5. What is something I do that you dislike?
Why are you so pissy? And then that makes me more mad. Like, I'm not even trying to be mad.
Okay.
Like, oh my god.
Like, he'll have like a small attitude about something, like you can just tell he's irritated, and I'll be like, what's your problem? Like, why do you have such an attitude? And then he gets really mad. I don't have an attitude. Well, you definitely do now.
Who is the best at putting up with our BS? So who's the best, if they're going to come around, what's the best type of person that's going to...
The best type of person?
Yeah, let's do the best type.
Okay, the best type of person that can put up with us is someone that does not take things to heart, does not take things seriously, because we are pretty much hardly ever serious. Pretty much never. Somebody that can hang.
It's hard, right?
It's really hard to describe.
I think it's just somebody that's flexible and wants to
Yeah,
have a
definitely
good time.
flexible. You can't be like, oh, like on a time schedule. Like, we don't revolve around a time schedule and we don't plan things. So someone who's flexible, who can hang, and who doesn't take things to heart, because sometimes we just say things and we just say it. Like, we're just...
Yeah, it doesn't mean we don't like it.
Yeah, for sure. So 6, what is your favorite phrase we've said together?
Got a lot. We should have a book on all our
We
phrases.
should do a video on phrases that we have said.
Well, you'd have to help me because I don't remember half of them.
So I don't know if it'd be like something that we're already saying now, or something that you remember that we used to say. Sometimes it just does like that.
Some dudes like that. Yeah, dudes like that.
It does like that sometimes. That's something that we're currently saying.
Yeah, I'll just go with that one right now.
That one you don't have one in the past.
I did like the frosty one.
Oh, I hated that one. I hated that one. That is like, you mentioned when I say, are you pissy or something, and it irritates you, him and Michael used to say, oh, she's getting frosty, and I would instantly be pissed.
Get frosty.
Be frosty. Yeah, I really hate that one.
Where is our favorite place? I guess it wouldn't have to be one, but maybe a type of place. I don't know. Or just where?
I think it would be Korea, because we had a lot of fun there. We would definitely be willing to go back to Korea. It's definitely, our favorite place definitely is in Iowa, so we can just scratch that one out. I mean, we don't have a place that we visit constantly and always go back to,
Because
so
we're always trying to see new things.
yeah. So I couldn't say that our favorite place is like the beach, which definitely is not, because I don't enjoy the beach. But I couldn't say that it's like the mountains either, because we don't just like take a trip and like go to the mountains and like stay. It's not like something that somebody does like once a year, you know, people go to a certain state a year or something like that.
Yeah.
That's not really our thing. So I would say Korea, or just like places with history in general.
Anywhere out of town.
Yeah, anywhere that we're not usually at. What is your favorite time of us together? Time as in like a time over the last 8-9 years, or like time as in a specific event?
I don't know, I feel like things got really good when we first got to North Carolina, that stretch when we had all our friends.
Yeah.
That was probably like our biggest group of friends that we were like every weekend. It
Every
didn't matter.
weekend.
It-
Consistently hanging out with the same people.
Yeah, it'd be like Monday or Tuesday, we'd already be talking about what are we doing this weekend.
Yeah.
So we had a good long stretch at the Rayford house. That was probably.
And we had some of our best friends that actually lived there with us, so
Yeah.
that was really cool.
I think that'd be a good stretch of time that we have. Why do you think we get along so well?
Oh, I think that we get along so well because in the beginning we were really different, like polar opposite different, and we've kind of like molded together. We're still different, but like we have more things in common now. Like, I don't know, like you kind of like mold somebody. For example, Brandon always likes to do everything the correct way, and he's always been like that. Like, you have to do it like the way that the book says, and you have to do it right. And me, on the other hand, I don't necessarily do it wrong. I would rather him do it for me or something, because I don't have the patience to sit and do something correctly the whole way, right? But now, you know, if he were to say, oh, well, let's just, you know, do it the easy way, which he really wouldn't. But if he did, I'd be like, oh, no, we can't do that. Like, we have to do it this way, right? I would say that's why we get along so well, is because we're, like, easygoing, and I don't know, we've just, like, molded into different people together, but, like, separated, if that makes sense.
I think it's funny because if you're like outside looking in, like if somebody came over and they see how we act around,
They don't know us.
They
like,
probably don't think we get along.
They probably don't think that we like each other, the way that we like talk to each other and stuff. Yeah, I could see that, I guess. What food do I dislike, like, the most, I guess?
You've been changing lately.
Something that I just like will not eat.
I feel like this is an easy one without being too critical about it. I was gonna say uncooked fish, but
Oh, I definitely won't eat
I
that.
know you won't eat that.
Well, for sure, stuffing. I will not eat it.
Well, you don't like corn,
I don't like corn,
which is a crime.
which is un-Iowan, as
Yeah.
people would say. I hate corn. I do not like it. The closest thing that I'll eat to corn that I like is corn nuts, and that's about it. Yeah.
So is that it? Did I get it?
Yeah.
Kinda. All right. What would our lives as retired people look like? So what would, I mean, if we get to retire, but
Okay, retired, which I hardly doubt that we will be retired. But if we were, or had time to act like we were retired, I would say kind of nomadic living. That's what I would want, at least. Like, have a house that we own or something,
we don't live in it.
but we live in it sometimes. Like, you know, like road traveling, I would say. You know, I don't want to just spend the rest of my life in Iowa. Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, I would definitely want to travel, and it would also be nice to not be constricted to just the United States, like if we did.
Yeah, there is so much in the United States to explore. I mean, the United States is a big country. It's a big country that we haven't seen everything of, obviously, but we do want to travel outside of the United States. Hopefully, after we get back to Iowa in a few years, we can drop the kids off and head on a plane. Anybody want to watch the kids? Shoot. I don't know what that means.
Shoot. Yeah.
Okay, so number 9. What do you think of my driving?
Well, it's fine until we get in the mountains.
What's wrong with the way I drive?
You get antsy in the mountains.
Oh, I get antsy,
But that's it. There's nothing else.
but nothing else bad.
No.
I'm a perfect driver.
I think you dislike my driving more because I can't see.
Oh, he can kind of see. He just can't see depth, so, you know.
Yeah.
When somebody's stopping in front of us, I have to be like, there, brake lights, they're stopping.
Braking.
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 I'm surprised you didn't say anything about that. Something I do that you hate, braking. So, you heard it. My driving is perfect.
Out of all the vehicles we've owned, which one has been your favorite?
Which one do you think is my favorite?
The Cadillac.
I did like the Cadillac, but I think my favorite was the Jeep.
The Hemi?
If we're not counting our Jeeps now, because obviously I'm going to say my Jeep now. If we're not counting that, then the Jeep we had before with the Hemi. Nice. It was fast. If you could change one thing in the last 8 years, what would it be?
One thing?
If you wanted to change one thing.
Save money.
That's a good one.
Yeah, don't buy nothing on credit.
That is a good one. Okay.
What's our next big purchase that we're gonna do?
That's hard because we're talking about buying a camper to go back to Iowa after we leave Alaska on our month-long road trip that we're gonna take. But if that doesn't end up happening, then I guess it would be land or a house.
Somewhere to live.
I mean, the camper will be somewhere to live.
Exactly.
So, alright, so that is the end of our 10 questions. If you have any other questions that you wanted to know, leave them down in the comments. I didn't get very many to start with, so these are mostly all what we came up with. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one.